Imagine a demon appears tonight. Not in a dream. Not in some distant myth. Right now. In your loneliest darkness. And it tells you this: everything you have ever lived, you will live again. Exactly the same. Every pain. Every joy. Every tedious hour. Every moment of boredom and every moment of beauty. All of it. Infinite times. No changes. No escape. Would you throw yourself down and curse the demon? Or would you say, quietly, with the full weight of your life behind it, "You are a god, and never have I heard anything more divine"? This is not a thought experiment from a dusty textbook. Friedrich Nietzsche posed this question in 1882, in a passage he called The Heaviest Burden, from a book called The Gay Science. He imagined a demon stealing into your loneliest loneliness and telling you that everything that has happened would happen again, identically, forever. The eternal hourglass of existence, he wrote, is turned upside down again and again, and you with it, speck of dust. Nietzsche claimed the idea struck him like lightning. He was walking beside Lake Silvaplana in the Swiss Alps, near a pyramidal rock, in August 1881. He wrote to a friend, "This concept is 6,000 feet beyond good and evil." But here is what matters most. Nietzsche never asked whether eternal recurrence is literally true. He asked what the thought does to you. If a demon told you this, and you felt horror, that horror would tell you something. It would tell you that you are living a life you cannot affirm. That you are wasting the only existence you have. Most people live as though the present moment does not fully count. They defer happiness to the future. Once I get the promotion. Once the children leave home. Once I retire. Or they regret the past. If only I had chosen differently. If only I had spoken up. The present becomes a waiting room or a crime scene. Never a place worth inhabiting. Eternal recurrence is a brutal corrective. It says, this moment, right now, the one you are barely noticing, this is the one that matters. Not because something better is coming. Not because something worse is behind you. But because this is all there is, and it carries infinite weight. Nietzsche lived this question at the deepest level. He watched the foundations of meaning collapse around him. God is dead, he declared, not as a boast but as an observation. The old certainties, the afterlife, the divine plan, the promise that suffering would be redeemed, all of it was gone. And what remains when those crutches are kicked away? Nietzsche's answer was eternal recurrence. You must create your own meaning, and the test of that meaning is whether you would will its eternal repetition. Would you live this life again? Would you choose it? He offered two responses. The last man, he warned, would despair. The last man is the passive nihilist. He wants only comfort and security. He scrolls through his phone in the dark, numbing himself. He goes through the motions of a life he never consciously chose. The last man would hear the demon's words and crumble. Because his life is one he cannot affirm. But there is another possibility. Nietzsche called it amor fati. The love of fate. Not merely bearing what is necessary, but loving it. Not just tolerating your life, but saying yes to it, completely, without reservation. Think about it. Imagine you have just had a painful argument with someone you love. Words were said that cannot be unsaid. Now imagine reliving that exact conversation, the same hurtful sentence, the same silence afterward, 1,000 times. Could you affirm it? Could you say, this pain is part of the fabric of love, and I would not subtract it? This is the hardest test of amor fati. And then think of an ordinary Tuesday. Nothing special happens. You make coffee. Answer emails. Eat lunch. Watch something forgettable. Go to bed. Now imagine reliving this unremarkable Tuesday forever. The horror is not in the pain. It is in the emptiness. The last man's life is not painful. It is hollow. Eternal recurrence reveals that the real, enemy is not suffering. It is meaninglessness. But then there are the other moments. You are laughing with friends. The light is golden. Someone says something perfect. Time stops. In that moment, you would say to the demon, yes. Again. 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 This is what Nietzsche means by affirmation. Not perpetual happiness. Not ignoring the pain. But the willingness to take everything, the golden moment and the Sunday dread, as one inseparable whole. The demon is not offering a curse. It is offering a diagnostic. A mirror. It shows you, with brutal clarity, whether you are living a life you can say yes to. Nietzsche wrote, "For all joy wants eternity." Not just the pleasant parts. Not just the highlight reel. All of it. The joy and the pain, the beauty and the tedium, the golden hour and the dark night. What would you say to the demon?